the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54! Here we go, here we go. Hang in there now, hang in there now.
First carry for James Conner. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega right side. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
That's good for Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 280! Check, check, walk 54, walk 54.
On first and 10 is Conner. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz now to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space. Not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 79 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Forward, go. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin the drive with Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And incomplete. Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun, Love. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They're going to go. It's Locke. And the catch made by Hilton. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they're through the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second and 7, Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wentz going to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Pick it up. Check 13. Check 13. Check 37. Check 37. Check 37.
On first down, it's Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. We're there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On third down, Hines. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check 24, check 24.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on third down, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting. Check, check. Watch what you do.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Bud. 11B.
Off of play action. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
55, my God. 11.
From the gun on 3rd down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up. Watch the twist. Come on. Hey, wahoo! Right, 55.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Luck. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
11B.
They are going for it. It's Luck. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Check out. 675. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
But that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down. Hines. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
58, come on. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Great 15, great 15. And 58 is a mark. Go 58.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz, he'll get this one complete to Davis.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Wentz. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, a give to Connor. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come out on 3rd down. Again, a run with Connor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Into the red zone. Wentz. Flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. Third down here. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now Wentz on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
Well, I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
This is Hines, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second down at the 8-yard line.
Back out. 622. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Throwing on second and long. Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, 2.
Third and long. It's Locke. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 43. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
At the 46-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. They're going to try and run for it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
A shotgun snap for Lott. He's got his man. That's Wallace. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They run with Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Master, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hines. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Wins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. Wentz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 51 yards.
Right there. 54,
They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to run with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Devin White in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion.